Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss part 3 of retention in complete dentures. In the previous videos we have discussed part 1 and 2. You can watch that video. So what is retention? It is the quality inherent in the dental processes acting to resist the forces of dislodgement along the path of placement. There are 5 factors: anatomical, physiological, physical, mechanical and muscular factors are there. Anatomical, physiological and physical we have already discussed. In this video, I will discuss mechanical and muscular factors in detail. So coming to the mechanical factors, the various mechanical factors are undercuts, retentive springs, magnetic forces, denture adhesives, suction chambers and suction disc. Coming to undercuts. Moderate undercuts which can enhance retention because of the mucosal resiliency. And there are various examples. They are unilateral tuberosity undercuts, undercuts in maxillary premolar area, distal lingual areas and lingual to the midline of the mandible. Severe undercuts covered with thin mucosa compromise retention and need to be surgically eliminated. Undercuts like those present in the retromolar areas and the maxillary anterior ridge, which will allow insertion of denture with a rotational path with the undercut area seated first, and they provide good resistance to displacement in a vertical direction. In the next picture it shows the ridge undercuts. Here it is the unilateral undercut and here it is the bilateral undercut. So in this picture it shows undercut in the anterior region. So here the undercut is there. So it can be tackled by changing the path of denture insertion. So the denture insertion is the path of the denture insertion is changing. So the undercut in the anterior region can be tackled. In the second picture it shows the bilateral undercuts which require surgical correction on one side to enable comfortable denture insertion. So the ridge undercuts, smaller ridge undercuts from the ridge crest and undercuts only in the anterior labial region do not require any surgical intervention. So in this picture here do not require any surgical intervention, only by changing the path of denture insertion. But in this picture it shows the bilateral undercuts need correction at least on one side. So coming to the retentive springs. Springs are attached to the premolar region on both sides of upper and lower dentures. The dentures are thus permanently attached to each other and are held in occlusion for insertion into the mouth. As soon as they are released, the dentures are forced apart by the action of springs and held in place. What are the disadvantages of such springs? Lateral movements are restricted, soreness of mucosa due to irritation, excessive alveolar resorption, and very unhygienic. Okay. Coming to magnets. Small magnets which are fixed on the maxillary and mandibular dentures with like pole facing each other. The repulsive forces developing between like poles forces the denture to press against the basal seat, and this aids in retention. Magnets can be surgically embedded in the edentulous ridge. So this is the magnetic assembly. This is the magnetic metal or keeper. This is a natural tooth root or implant. These are the various magnets. Okay. So this is cobalt platinum magnets. Magnetic retention is a popular method of attaching removable prostheses to either retained roots or osseointegrated implants. Coming to the denture adhesives. These commercially available products which enhance retention by increasing adhesive and cohesive properties and by eliminating the voids between denture base and basal seat tissues. So these are the denture adhesives. And next one is the suction chambers and the suction disc. In the past, the suction chambers in the maxillary dentures were used to aid in retention. The suction chamber creates an area of negative pressure which increases the retention. They are avoided due to their potency for creating palatal hyperplasia. So this is the cross-sectional view of suction disc retained denture showing the formation of vacuum. Okay, and other mechanical attachments. And this is the suction disc and this is the suction chamber. And these are the various mechanical attachments. So this is the bar attachment and this is the stud attachment. Then these are the, if roots have length for an adequate post, then attachments can make our dentures more retentive. And here retentive elements need space. Avoid thin areas in the our denture. These are other mechanical attachments. So coming to the muscular factors, the muscles apply supplementary retentive forces on the denture. There is a balance between the forces acting on the buccal musculature and the tongue. And this balance is obtained in the neutral zone. Hence, the artificial teeth should be arranged in the neutral zone to achieve the best retention possible. The occlusal plane should be parallel to the residual ridge and divide the interarch space equally. The oral and facial musculature and the tongue supply supplementary retentive forces. For this to be effective, the teeth must be positioned in the neutral zone between tongue and the cheeks. Polished surface of the dentures should be properly contoured. Denture bases must be extended to cover maximum area and the occlusal plane must be at the correct level. So this is the posterior teeth arrangement in the neutral zone in order to prevent the action of muscular destabilizing forces on the denture. So potential denture space or the neutral zone will be explained in the further chapter. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Please do share and subscribe.